Greetings from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now, an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Got a man, it's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages and try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a give to Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now facing a third and long. To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. The snap sets up the throw. Sets up the screen. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head coach is loving what he's seeing out of his team early.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bauer. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They boot it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays? This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
4 wideouts set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they've found something with him catching the football out of the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The RPO, it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The run inside. It's Baxter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Takes it on the shovel. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
To hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Baxter. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's Levin. Makes the grab. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to the well. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
At the 29. Brings up third down.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
4th down coming up.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Green. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Well, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Baxter. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's 3rd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his target down the middle. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And they got it.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Levin. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, double to get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Gets the first himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. C.J. Baxter one more time. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. They'll give it to Baxter. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they called that a face mask. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Running the red zone. It's Baxter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they can't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to Caden Durham. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. Because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Plucks it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Nice move to keep running. Could be an alley. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hall. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's great. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. On second and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Berry. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Picks up 9.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Pitches it back. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Tigers are back on top.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Running inside. It's Baxter. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They go back to C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To the air on second down. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. What a big turn of events. That fumble recovery sets them up, and all they need to do is get into field goal range. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's 11. Here's the heat. He's sacked. His defense all over it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over there.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
At the 35, he's got room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Keeps it on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. There's a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking to pass, it's Levin. It's complete! Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Got to have it here on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Right back to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, That's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
That makes the score LSU 38, Kentucky 23. Number 8, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Oh, they're after him. The throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.